Hello, good morning. Pesticides analysis residue analysis in a sample of vegetable and fruits. Pesticides is a chemical used to prevent, repel, or destroy pest. Pest can be used to kill insect, mice, fungi, weeds, etc. Pesticide is the common term, but there can be other specific terms such as insecticides, which work on insects, fungicides that kill fungus, rodenticides that kill mice, and so on. Pesticides can be classified in organochlorine pesticides, organophosphate pesticides, carbamates, and pyrethroids. Despite the usefulness of the pesticide in pest control, extensive use of pesticide during the production, processing, storage, transport, or marketing of agricultural commodities can lead to environmental contamination and to the presence of residues in food. They are also harmful to human and animal health. Organochlorine pesticides. These are the chlorinated hydrocarbons, broad-spectrum pesticides. Organochlorine pesticides are more stable in environment, persist biocarbonate, and hence can reach up to the humans through food chains, less harmful to the humans and the mammals. This pesticide disrupt the movements of ions such as calcium, chlorine, sodium, potassium in and out of the nerve cells. For example, DDT, aldrin, dieldrin, heptachlor, organophosphate. These are pesticides with one or more phosphate ester group, which is biodegradable, harmful to pests as well as humans. The pesticides affect functions of acetylcholine and neurotransmitter of insects as well as humans by inhibiting acetylcholinesterase enzyme activity. Eventually, this activity leads to death. For example, parathion, malathion. Carbamates. Carbamates are derived from the carbamic acid, which is the biodegradable, harmful to pests as well as the humans. Carbamates also functions as organophosphates and affects the neurotransmitter. Example, aldoxicarb, decarbofuran. Pyrethroids, these are newly discovered synthetic organic compounds which is biodegradable, harmful to pests as well as humans. It blocks the movement of sodium plus ions in and out of the nerve cells. Example, alectrine, permethrin, tetrametrin. Sample collection. Collect a total composite sample of 10 kg by collection of 1 kg portion each of the 10 different bulk containers in the lot. The minimum quantities of samples submitted to the laboratory as follows. Products examples, minimum quantity required. Small size products, you need a weight reaching up to 25 gram. Peach, olives, parsley, greenish leafy herb, 1 kg. Medium size products, apples, orange, potato, 1 kg. Large size products, you need to weight in exceeding 250 gram. Cabbage, melon, cucumber, 2 kg. Multi-residue methods for the determination of pesticides, AOAC, 2007-01 method. In multi-residue pesticide, always AOAC and QHS methods are used. Acronym of quick, easy, cheap, effective, rapid, and safe is a method or used for the analysis of pesticide residue in food. Extraction and cleanup. Solvent extraction techniques are designed to remove as much analyte from the base matrix as possible and minimize co-extracting compounds. Sample cleanup is necessary to reduce interference. Extraction reagent and their functions. Magnesium sulfate anhydrous facilitates solvent partitioning and improves recovery of polar analytes. Acetic acid is used to adjust pH approx to 5.5. Acetonitrile causes extraction of the bio. This range of pesticides with the least number of extractable. It is useful both liquid chromatography and gaseous chromatography. Buffers prevents the degradation of pH-sensitive analytes by maintaining the optimal pH. Cleanup reagent and their function. Carbon-18 adsorbents help in removal of long-chain fatty compounds, sterols, and other non-polar interference. Graphitized carbon black is used for removing pigments, polyphenols, and other polar compounds. Magnesium sulfate anhydrous removes water from organic phase. Primary secondary amine is used in the removal of sugars and fatty acid, organic acid, lipids, and some pigments. When used in the combination with carbon-18, additional lipids and sterols can be removed. Procedure: cut appropriate amount of sample 1 to 2 kg into small piece and homogenize in a mill or mixture. Weight 15 gram of homogeneous products into a clean 50 ml of polytetrafluoroethylene PT Yafi tube. Add 15 ml of 1% acetic acid in acetonitrile volume by volume and 75 ml of internal standard acetate. Shake vigorously for 4 minutes by hand. Centrifuge for 5 minutes at greater than or 14,000 rpm to separate the solid material and transfer 8 ml of supernatant to 15 ml of PT Yafi tube. Add 50 mg of PSC, 150 mg of magnesium sulfate, and 50 mg of carbon-18 per ml of stock for sample with greater than 1% fat. Add 50 mg of PSA, 150 mg of magnesium sulfate, and 50 mg of graphitized carbon per ml of stock for colored extracts. Add 50 mg of PSA, 150 mg magnesium sulfate, 50 mg carbon-18, and 50 mg graphitized carbon per ml extract with colored and greater than 1% fat. Add 50 mg of PSA and 150 mg magnesium sulfate per ml extracts for all other samples. Shake using a vortex mixer for 20 seconds and centrifuge 4,000 rpm for 5 minutes. Perform 1 after flying. Transfer 4 ml from step 6 to an auto sampler by add 0.4 ml of triphenyl phosphate solution and 1 ml toluene. Evaporate to 0.3 to 0.5 ml of under a stream of argon and reconstitute in toluene to 1 ml. Add 0.2 ml anhydrous magnesium sulfate swirl in centrifuge at greater than 1500 rpm. Take 0.6 ml and analyze to GCMS. Transfer to 50 microliter from step 6 to an autosampler while add triphenyl phosphate and 0.4 to 0.9 ml of 6.7 millimeter formic acid and analyze standards. Spike similarly, that is to repeat the same spiking procedures, same volume, concentration, and method for other samples or standards to maintain consistency in the analysis. Analysis of pesticide residue, analysis of vegetables and fruits by thin layer chromatography TLC method. In this technique is based upon the portioning of pesticides between solvent and thin layer of adsorbent, which is usually silica or alumina oxides. Vegetable and fruit samples are applied in a solvent as spots or brands at one of the edges of the plate, and the plate is then placed in the tank containing a solvent. The solvent migrates upon the plate by capillary action, taking the pesticides with it and depositing it at a given distance of the plate. The time required for TLC plate development may range from few minutes to several hours depending on the pesticides, the solvent, and adsorbent. Following complete development, the plate is then removed from the tank and the spot or bands produced are detected using several methods such as visualization under UV light. Another technique uses reagent to produce color resulting from chemical reaction that is specific for pesticide reagent combination. Amount of pesticide can be judged semi-quantitatively by comparison with standard that are developed on the same plate. Rapid bioassay of pesticide residue analysis in fruit and vegetables. Rapid bioassay of pesticides is started in Taiwan in 1985 for alternative of the high cost of analysis of pesticides residues by sophisticated methods and instruments like gas chromatography or liquid chromatography and derivatives techniques. Organophosphorus and carbamide insecticides act on nervous system of insects or they are neurotoxins. Actually, such insecticides act on acetyl cholinesterase found in the insects and block the neurotransmission and eventually cause death of insects. In RVPR techniques, the ACAC acetylcholinesterase is prepared from housefly head and sample extract from the fruit and vegetable and methanol is assayed in ACAC activity. Higher will be amount of pesticides in the sample which is indicated by colors. Prepare ACAC from insect heads such as housefly, honeybee, ACAC. Grind the vegetables, fruits, materials and extract in methanol. Plant extract. I see the color of 420 nanometer by spectrophotometer and calculate the ACAC inhibition with comparing the blend. Okay, it's all about pesticide analysis residue analysis in a sample of vegetable fruits. Thanks for watching and request you all like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for patience. That is now bye-bye. See you again.